YouTube family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A-N-LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I ask you go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, want to say welcome, come on in. You can join the congregation by smashing that subscribe button and requesting all post notifications. And if you are an existing supporter of the channel, fam, I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. And I want to give a special shout out to all of my members. If you guys aren't familiar, if you look down below, you'll see a join button. And by joining the 2A-N-LA family for a modest $2.99 a month, you will get exclusive content, early release content, members only lives, and special giveaways. So please consider that 100% of the proceeds go directly back into the channel to give you guys better content. All right, look. Let's get this episode rolling, fam. Whoo! I've been waiting for this one for a while. I've been waiting for the gun for a while so that I can bring you this review. Of course, we are talking about, arguably, fam, one of the sexiest pistols out of the box known to men. I am talking about that Taran Tactical Sand Viper. Now, if you guys have watched the channel, you guys know that I also have the Pit Viper, so that's how your boy gets down, so we can be twinning and everything. But yeah, this is a sexy gun. Aesthetically, Taran makes one of the best guns out there that money can buy. He really has a great eye. He understands performance like nobody's business. But let's see how this gun stacks up to a lot of other 2011s that, you know, I own and have reviewed on the channel. All right, let's get it going. Okay, fam, first up, fit and finish. Look, fam, the fit and finish on this firearm is phenomenal. You know, Taran gets a lot of crap sent his way because the cost of his guns are pretty high, and because people feel like, you know, his guns are not the best value buys in the world because of the cost. They feel like maybe they're overpriced considering what you get. I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that totally. I think he also gets a lot of crap because Taran is a shooter. He's not a machinist. He is not a gunsmith. And so I think a lot of manufacturers give a lot of, you know, throw a lot of negativity his way because he's not a master gunsmith or machinist. But you know what he is? He's a master shooter. One of the best shooters walking the earth. And so he understands how a gun is supposed to feel, how a gun is supposed to run. Just like race car drivers aren't mechanics, but they sure know how to drive that car, right? They know how a car should respond. And so I think he's taking that knowledge base and he is working with skilled gunsmiths and skilled machinists to create an ideal gun. And of course, the fact that these guns are featured in all the Taran Tactical movies, in all the John Wick movies, have enhanced the value of the gun and the popularity of the gun. But make no mistake, the gun is well done. It is well made. So the only real complaint I have about the fit and finish is I believe for the price of the gun, you should get a metal grip. That's my only gripe. But other than that, the gun is incredible. If you look at the coloring of the gun, the coating of the gun is outstanding. If you look at how that side block and comp slopes down, and you can see there the guide rod kind of slopes with it, that takes fine engineering. And to be able to put these guns out and take it out of the box and just shoot. And it be, you know, on point. The first mag. This is impressive. So fit and finish, y'all. 14 out of a possible 15. Next up, reliability. So look, it's a 2011. 2011s require, they're race guns. They require a certain level of upkeep. It's not a Glock. You can't shoot 30,000 rounds through it without cleaning it. So you probably need to break it down and clean it every 1,000 rounds or so. But if you do that, they're going to run. This gun, what I've seen with a lot of kind of lower end 2011s is you have this break-in period where you get them and maybe the mag release is a little stiff, or the grip safety is a little tight, or the slide doesn't rack like you would want it to. Well, fam, I'm here to tell you, this is butter. Butter. It came out the box cranking. I'll put up some footage, certainly, of me shooting it, but look, it shoots as good as it looks. Very reliable. I've had zero issues or malfunctions with the gun. Reliability, we're going to go ahead and give it another 14 out of a possible 15. Next up, y'all, accuracy. Look. Look, fam, like I said, this Taran is a competition shooter. If he's going to produce it, if he's going to tune it, the gun is going to be accurate. And I found it to be incredibly so. This gun has already won competitions. There is no doubt about it. It's a very accurate firearm. We're going to give it a 15 out of a possible 15 for accuracy. All right, fam. Next up, trigger. So this is the one thing, fam, about Taran guns. You guys know I own a bunch of Taran guns. I got the Sand Viper. I got the Pit Viper. I got the John Wick 3 SIG MPX. I got the John Wick 4 V7 Harbinger 308. So I've got several Taran tactical guns and more on the way. Stop playing with your boy. So look, I got several Taran tactical guns, and one thing about Taran's gun is that the triggers always feel phenomenal. I'll go ahead and put the pull weight up there, but just check it out. This is your take-up, fam. Your take-up is non-existent, clear, definable wall, crisp, clean break. The reset. This gun is fast, y'all. This gun is fast. Super fast. And so, yeah, fam. Trigger, it's an outstanding trigger. It's not better than the Atlas trigger. I don't know if it's better than a Red Dirt, but kind of comparable to that. So we're going to go ahead and give trigger 14 out of a possible 15 points. All right, fam. Next up, ergonomics. How does a gun feel in the hand? I can tell you right now, it feels friggin' phenomenal. It feels friggin' phenomenal, fam. Man, something about a Sand Viper, Pit Viper in your hands, or even the Combat Master that was done with Staccato. I mean, they just get it right. 2011s in general are phenomenal, and this is no exception to the rule. So for ergonomics, we're going to give it a solid 10 out of 10. All right, fam. Next up, durability. Look, fam. The thing about 2011s that I love is that they're made from the best quality materials. The guns are custom fit. They're made with very high tolerances. They're made to last. And so this should be a gun that you can pass down generation to generation if you take care of it. It's highly durable. Again, my only knock on the gun is that for the price point and for what this gun is, it really deserves, and I think the buyers deserve, a metal grip versus a polymer grip. Even though it feels incredible, I think the grip needs to be upgraded. I'm going to ding it a little bit for that on the durability side, but it's still getting a 9 out of possible 10 for durability. All right, fam. Next up, aftermarket support. Look, if this was some years back, I think 2011s would struggle with aftermarket support. But the thing is now, so many different manufacturers are making 2011. I think there's over 20 different 2011 manufacturers right now. Double that number of 2011 models. You got companies out there that are almost solely there to support the 2011 market, the Monsoon Tacticals of the world, the Vulcan Machine Works of the world, the Skips Guns of the world, the DSC Gun Works of the world. Even companies like Iron Monkey who do a lot of specialty stuff with 2011. So there's a lot of aftermarket support out there. 2011 are still not Glock. Nothing is going to be like Glock. So we're going to give them a 4 out of possible 5 for aftermarket support. Next up, fam, maintenance and upkeep. Look, these guns are Ferraris. They are not pickup trucks, right? They're Lamborghinis. And so you have to keep them clean. You have to keep them tuned if you want them to perform at the optimal level that they were designed to perform. So this is not the kind of gun, like it's not a Glock, where you can just run 30,000 rounds to it and never have a jam. You're going to have to do some maintenance and upkeep. But the takedown is relatively simple. And the way this gun is constructed, very simple. So we're going to go ahead and give this a 4 out of 5 for maintenance and upkeep. All right, fam. Next up, affordability. Look, fam. Look. This is where Taran gets beat up. Okay? I think most people acknowledge that this is a fine firearm. A well-made firearm. People beat Taran up for affordability. I'll go ahead and I'll put the MSRP up there. Look, this gun costs a pretty penny. There's no doubt about that. The one thing where I do think that people don't consider in the cost is that Taran's guns always have high demand. They're always made, the amount manufactured never exceed the demand, ever. People are always clamoring for them. And because of that, the value stays high. And certainly the John Wick franchise bolsters that up. But it's also, you know, they hold their value better than a lot of 2011. So all that said, though, no excuses. It's a very expensive gun. And so, yeah, the Taran Tactical Sand Viper only gets a 1 out of 5 for affordability. All right, fam. Last but certainly not least, flex. Is Instagram gonna go crazy? Are your boys gonna be like, oh! Is Facebook gonna lose their mind? Yeah, they are. Because when you roll up to the driving range and the range officer says, can I see your gun? And you pull this out, he's going to call all the other staff over so they can look at this bad boy because it is gorgeous. It is simply gorgeous and it shoots as good as it looks. So yeah, fam, flex point, a full 5 out of 5 for flex. Okay, fam, so look. Just for those who are not familiar with my point system, essentially you have categories that add up to a total of 100 points. 50 being an average gun. Think about your Glock 17 Gen 5 out of the box. That's a 50. That's a 50 average gun right down the middle of the road, right? You got a gun that's 50 to 60, you got an average gun. You got a gun that's 60 to 70 points. It's a little bit above average, one deviation above the norm. You got a gun that's like 70 to 80. Okay, you got a good gun. You got a good gun. That gun has some special qualities. It differentiates itself from kind of that run-of-the-mill, average, really, solid firearm. You got a gun that's 80 to 89, somewhere in there, 80 to 90. Okay, you've got a special firearm. You have a unique firearm. You have, a firearm that's several deviations above the mean. You got something that's 90 to 100. Okay, you got a kind of, I won't say a one-of-one gun, but you got a grail gun. right? You have something that you should be extremely proud of, and it's probably going to cost you a pretty penny to get that. And if you add up all the points for this one, the Taran Tactical Sand Viper gets a whopping 90 out of a possible 100 points. The only pistol that I've ever had score higher than this is the Atlas Erebus. That's how good this gun is, fam. And look, I think if it had an aluminum grip, it might beat out the Erebus, maybe. It might beat out the Erebus. So, yeah, fam. That's it. Taran Tactical Sand Viper, 2A-N-LA's review, fam. If you can afford one, if you're looking for an elite firearm, and we're going to be doing a series called 2011 University where we talk about entry-level 2011s, kind of middle market 2011s, and elite 2011s. If you're looking at an elite 2011, this is definitely one of the ones that you should consider. All right, that's it for this episode, fam. Until next time, as always, take care of one another, and peace.